Welcome back. This is Bob Larson on Building Wealth and Keeping It. You're listening to KCAA 1050 on your radio dial, and this is a program that's going to help those of you that are out there that have successful businesses, and you're asking yourself the question, when is enough, and when do I convert this company into a high-paying asset for me instead of a big, high-paying job? We were talking to Mike Burdge, founder and managing partner of Burdge Logistics, who built a successful aerospace company, sold it, and now he's doing something to help other business owners do the thing that he did and go through this dark period in this area where oftentimes uncertainty kills the process. Mike, good morning. Welcome aboard.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Mike, one of the questions, after you sold the company, you spent the 4 years as a consultant working with the new buyer of the company that you built, and then you decided to take some time off or to decide what you're going to do next with the rest of your life. What happened to you that made you want to get back in the game and to help other business owners by forming Burdge Logistics?
Okay. In talking to colleagues and peers, I oftentimes would run into people that were contemplating, hey, I'd like to sell my business. I don't know the nuts and bolts. I don't know the first thing of how I would go about it. How do we think about it? How do we do it? So I've enjoyed the success of accomplishing that, and I was able to put together a business model that allows me to go out and visit with sellers who are, contemplating selling their company, and those that don't really know exactly what they're going to do yet, and they're trying to explore the exit strategy. So, and having done it, gives me a certain amount of credibility to have lived it, done it, and succeeded at it. That helps people along and opens up the dialogue.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in the consulting world, Mike, but I don't know anybody that built a company in the multi-million-dollar category that you did, sell it, and then decide to go back and help other business owners through that passage. It's just outstanding. So forming Burdge Logistics came about as a result of other people saying to you, I'd like to sell my business, but, I really don't know all the nuts and bolts. I really don't know what to look out for. And from that, you decided to form this company and to become a trusted consultant in this area. Is that how it happened?
That's exactly how it happened. Most business owners, they're looking at their business, their products, their customers, their employees, and they don't need to go outside of that. So if they're talking about selling their baby, a portion of it, all of it, it's hard for them to trust somebody. They don't have that background, and that is really a frightening thought for many of them.
Yes, absolutely. I have chosen Mike to be on the show today because he's a guy that Whitey Ford used to say, about people that are successful, if you've done it, you ain't bragging. So if you've done it, it ain't bragging, and certainly Mike Burdge has done it. He's built a multi-billion-dollar company and now is out helping other business owners through the process, through the maze of looking at what they need to do to grow and or to exit from their business at some given time in the future. Mike, tell me a little bit about Burdge Logistics and what you do spending your time today.
Well, yeah, Burdge Logistics, we have quite a few people that help out here. We have Lonnie who helps put together meetings and schedules. We've got David Martin that helps out in analyzing businesses and looking at their markets. We're available to all these people 24/7. I make phone calls on the weekend. Like I told you, I like to stay involved. So we're networking with people. We're helping them decide, is now a good time? Should it happen in the future? Because there's a lot that goes on to the process, and you want to try to put your business into an upside light, and you want to show the projections and where you think the business will go. And so we spend a lot of time, a lot of busy work, talking to people, talking to bankers who also finance these deals, and attorneys that support the M&A process, CPAs, and accountants.
Mike, having gone through the process yourself, you actually started with the thought of saying, maybe I built this thing and enough. People that are listening right now that have a business and they're saying, you know what, I really would like to do this, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid of a lot of things that could happen, the backfire. What are some of their concerns that they have that you had and that you understand during this process?
The concern that comes about is that we're going to run through a process. We're going to study the financials. We're going to look at the last 3 to 5 years of our history, and we're going to try to project a couple of years in the future. And what really gets exciting is that once we put a executive summary together and a corporate memorandum, and we begin to market the business, and we take it to strategics that are people that are in the same business, and then we take it to financial people like private equity groups. And the exciting part is you will get letters of interest back, ultimately that become letters of intent. And when you see these numbers, oftentimes they're amazing. And you look at those and you say, wow, I never believed my company was worth this kind of money. And so you then begin to say, is this really possible? Will they really pay this amount? Can I really do this? And the whole process becomes euphoric. This is just like a dream come true. So you really wonder if that really is going to happen.
We're talking to Mike Burdge, founder and managing partner of Burdge Logistics. You can look on their website, www.burdgelogistics.com.